Nathan Cleary is one of the most well-known players in the NRL currently, but how he rose to fame, we must go back to the beginning, where he was born on November 14th, 1998. From a very early age, Cleary was a grade 40 player and saw him sign with the Penrith Juniors, and he was a part of their crazy Holden Cup squad, which featured a number of Penrith superstars that featured Dylan Edwards, Jerome Luai, James Fisher-Harris, and more. From there, it saw that they went on a crazy winning streak, and this saw Cleary get the attention of first-grade coaches, and it made him see himself making his debut against Melbourne in 2016. He finished off the 2016 season, scoring 3 tries and 53 goals, and saw Penrith finish 6th on the ladder. But they got bounced in the semi-finals. 2017 saw Cleary start most of the season at halfback, where he started to cement himself at a good halfback position, with him scoring 11 tries and 92 goals this year. But it was the same as last year, because Penrith lost in the second round against the Broncos at the finals. Season 2018 saw Cleary level up because he made his debut for New South Wales against Queensland, but in Penrith things were no better because they lost to the Sharks in the finals by 1 point, and this had people asking questions about Cleary as a player and whether he was fit to lead this team at halfback. 2019 proved to be an even worse year because Penrith failed to make the finals, even though Ivan Cleary moved his son Nathan to 5'8" for southern half of the season. And this had people wanting Cleary to leave the club altogether. 2020 saw Cleary go to a good player to a great Penrith. The Penrith Panthers turned things around in the 2020 season, winning a record 17 games straight and Cleary leading the charge with his amazing ball play and his defensive efforts, which led Penrith to win the minor premiership. And they finally got over the hump. They got to the grand final for the first time since 2003, and they had the belief they could beat the Melbourne Storm. They already did during the regular season, but the night of the big dance, Penrith just had a trash start. And
it's gone away for Adaka. He got the ball back inside. There's a Melbourne try on here. And then a lost it ball inviting Vunivalu. Vunivalu down, up again. Breaks the tackle. There's a chase on. But Vunivalu inside the 20. He'll run the length of the field almost. And he's short. 5 gone though. Oh, knocked out of the grasp of Smith. This will be interesting. This might be a New South Wales coach in the bubble. I should explain that. Here's Pappenhausen. He's made a break over halfway. Pappy's on his way again. They're not improving. Melbourne take first points in the second half. Ryan Pappenhausen. Well, that's brilliant.
They were 26-0 down by halftime. They came back and lost by 4 points. Cleary put most of the blame of the game on himself. Later the year, he played Origin and he wanted to prove himself on the decider, but New South Wales were bounced by the quote-unquote worst Queensland team ever. But if they wanted to lift the trophy next year, the Panthers had to do something about it.
He's gone the other way, a little soccer reaching out and scoring. It's going to be Capewell. Oh, there he is! He's putting it down in the corner.
Trigger on a pass to To'o, who ducks underneath Harper. To'o comes to Daly. Cherry Evans straight over the top, ball away. Burton kicks back in field, looking for Dylan Edwards. The man who started it is the man to finish.
Things proved to be better in the 2021 season because the Panthers finished second behind the Melbourne Storm, but they didn't seem to slow down. Every single person on the Panthers team had the same hunger they won the year before, and just like that, they were back in the grand final against the Rabbitohs this time. The game was more equally matched, and Cleary played one of the best games he played in his career at that point, with him claiming the Clive Churchill medal. But how this happened was off the back of an amazing run.
Certainly want to be kicking it to the corner. Oh!
Yes, an intercept for Crichton. Crichton, he's away. Is he away with the Premiership? Stephen Crichton scored.
Stephen Crichton grabbed the ball and ran all the way to the try line, sealing the premiership. And the Panthers had won their first premiership since 2003, and Cleary won the Clive Churchill medal. This momentum carried on to the 2022 season, where the Panthers had a great season and won another premiership. But Cleary got selected to play for Australia for the first time in the World Cup, where he showed up and showed out, and the Aussies didn't concede a single game the entire tournament. 2023 would be hard because Penrith lost their first game without Cleary. He would miss a good part of the season, but his comeback game against the Bulldogs, he made up for lost time and led Penrith to another minor premiership. And they blew off the Broncos in the first 15 minutes of the grand final, until the Broncos decided to hit him with a 1-2 bam wham as a man. Then Cleary had a performance out of this world, dragging Penrith out of their own grave and back to the promised land, winning their third great Premiership, leaving his permanent mark on the definition of what a good grand final performance should be and claiming his second Clive. In 2024, the Penrith Panthers lost their second game, but this didn't stop Penrith because they continued their dominance, finishing second behind the Melbourne Storm. The finals were easy for Penrith as they bounced team after team, but it was time for the big dance. The Penrith Panthers and the Melbourne Storm were having a grand final rematch of 2020, the only team to ever beat the Panthers in the big dance. Cleary gave off the greatest performance of all time the week before, but could he back it up? The Penrith Panthers ended up winning the game. Cleary didn't have his best grand final performance, but he played a really crucial part. After all of this was giving Cleary 4 premierships, 2 Clive Churchill medals, 2 State of Origins and a World Cup, and many more, giving the definition of what modern day greatness is, a new name in the NRL. It's hard to win 1 premiership in this comp, but he's won 4. And it's time that the title of the mountain from the boy who was once the Prince of Penrith is now the king of the NRL. So what do you guys think? I'm Shalonti. I'm out. Peace.